Hello, this is Father John McGivern. We've prepared this video for you to allow you to have a better look inside the parish rectory. As you know, we've been trying to get the message to you in a variety of ways for the past several weeks. Now we'd like you to take a look for yourself so that in preparation for making a pledge on November 2nd and 3rd, you might be able to see even more clearly the kind of issues that we're dealing with. One of the things that you cannot pick up with video is the fact that immediately when you enter this space, there is this very strong and this really bad odor. Here you can see one of the many holes in the walls or ceilings from the water damage that we've had. You'll notice in this hallway that it has been terribly neglected. There's the mold still growing on the floor and in the walls. And this is a pretty typical scene with the wires hanging, the pipes exposed, which is one of the places where the asbestos is becoming airborne. We are trying hard in this remodeling to use everything we can to keep everything that's good. This was the music office, which is a shame. Another way the asbestos is becoming airborne is the fact that there are so many places where the tile's been pulling up. This room is just used for storage, as you can see, because we cannot allow anybody in here. The pipe is exposed, and it's just an unhealthy environment. Notice the paneling. You'll notice that there's water damage throughout the ceiling, so much so that even here we've had to go deep into beyond the false ceiling to the exposed pipes. The rectory is so important to the life of this parish. If we want to attract the next pastor, we have to have a healthy, safe, fully functioning place for him to live. And it's also true for the parish staffs. They need to be able to have a working environment that is safe and healthy.
I believe the biggest problems came to light after Father John arrived, and he became sick, as did other staff members, and eventually found that there was mold that was affecting their health. That required transferring over here to the parish center to Murphy Hall and rearranging things so that they could have a safe place to work.
It bothers me greatly that our current pastor, and Father McGivern, hasn't been able to live in that rectory for several years, many years. If we don't do something very constructive, very definitive, and very soon, we'll be literally boarding up windows in that wonderful building within the next couple years.
I've always felt that we had to care for those who care for us. So we need to provide a place where our priests can feel a sense of community and a sense of belonging that they have given up because of their decision to follow into the priesthood.
It's nice to have the pastor living in the parish, in the center of the parish. I think it unites the church and the school better. I mean, it's part of a quadrangle of beautiful buildings. Having the rectory renovated and reopened again will give a whole new life just to the parish grounds.
It will also open up Murphy Hall again, which would give us the opportunity to bring West Suburban pads back to the parish.
Absolutely, we would love to bring pads back to St. Edmund. In fact, that's of course where it started. And we hear that from all of our volunteers. When are we going back to St. Edmunds? Will we have the chance to be able to utilize Murphy Hall again like we used to?
Here we are on the rectory front porch. We're at the north end of the rectory, where we're going to have our handicapped accessible ramp so that all of our parishioners will be able to enter into the parish rectory just as it should be.
I can't tell you how pleased I am about that, because during the time when we were looking at each of the buildings, we were told it would be impossible to make it accessible. well, impossible in terms of the amount of money it would cost. So if that's included in what this campaign is going to do, it'll just be a wonderful addition for the parish.
The capital campaign is really a very important effort in the parish to establish a safe working and living environment for our parish priests and staff.
And of course the capital campaign is really the two focuses. Certainly is to generate funds so we can rejuvenate Catholic grade school education in the Archdiocese. But of more importance, or equal importance and more importance for us as parishioners, St. Edmund parishioners, is the proper stewardship of our rectory.
The campaign is not about the rectory itself, but about what the renovation of the rectory will mean for this parish. So we're not asking you to make a donation, to make a pledge for the building itself, but what the building and the renovation will come to mean for this parish for many years to come. We're asking you to commit to make a pledge to this your parish home in the form of a pledge which can be made payable either one time, monthly, quarterly, annually, over the next 3 years. The important thing is that you make a commitment and that you make a pledge.
It's something that actually helps us to really become closer to the church family, because we're really thinking about how our contribution will be able to be a legacy for St. Edmund for years to come.
Tom and I have talked about it, and we are very committed. It's a very important aspect of this church, and we are definitely committed, and we have prayed about it. We've asked others to pray about it as well, so definitely committed.
Like many of us, we've got kids going to college, we've got commitments, we have lots of things that we try to support, but we'll do our very best job to try to be good stewards in this campaign as well.
I've decided I'm going to work an extra day at work, and that money will pay for it. So I'm ready.
It's also payback time. I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful for what I do have and the blessings I have, and the people in my life, and the faith, family, and friends, and this is one way of paying back.
St. Edmund Parish has a long and rich history of over 100 years. In the time that I've been here, what I have come to know is that you, the people, really and truly are the life of the parish. You are the most generous people I've ever met. We're not the largest parish or the wealthiest parish in the Archdiocese, but I believe you are the most generous, and you give not just from your surplus, but from your need. And for that I am very, very grateful.